everybody. I'm Clement, Recreation Director for the City of Thibodaux. To my right is Neal Swanner, owner of Bubba's Poboys, a restaurant here, a local restaurant here in Thibodaux. And to his right is Kirk Chaisson, Parks Director for the City of Thibodaux. We're standing on the site of the soon-to-be Norman Schwanner Dog Park. It's located right behind Harangue Auditorium in our reservoir. Kirk and I together 2 or 3 years ago came up with a comprehensive plan to improve our parks and recreation facilities in the city of Thibodaux. Part of that was finding out what the citizens in the community wanted. And one of their priorities is their animals. So the dog park came to fruition between Kirk and I having discussions over these last year and a half, 2 years, with certain particular people in our community. Naturally, funding is always an important factor we have to consider. Therefore, when Mr. Swanner came by and had ideas and wanted to revitalize in the city and its recreation and its parks with his brother in mind, we certainly were able to team up and come up with some great ideas and suggestions. Hence, the dog park. So Neal, why don't you give us your visions of how this project came to be and your ideas of what you foresee at this site.
Well, first of all, 6.5 years ago, my brother passed away. I made a commitment to do a 501c3 tax-exempt corporation in his name, and to keep his name out there through fundraisers and developing monies that we can do in the community. He was a past city councilman. At the time of his death, he was a city councilman. And we just fund a lot of things going on in the community, just keeping his name out there in the public, okay? Through Bubba's Poboys and my management people and all my people, we're just great animal lovers. Knowing that we always talked about a dog park, you and Kurt and the mayor and everybody, we decided let's sit down with y'all and talk about what we can do, what we can provide, and another opportunity to keep Norman's name out there. So with that in mind, we sat down with y'all one morning and we come up with a dollar amount that I wanted to invest to Norman's foundation in order to make this happen. And also at the same time work in conjunction with the city of Thibodaux, y'all, Recreation Department and Mayor's office, to make this happen. We got a lot of good people coming in, doing a lot of volunteer work, which is great for us, but unfortunately sometimes it makes it a little bit slower, but we do appreciate what's going on. We've been having this in our restaurant for about a month as people pass by us looking at it, and believe me, nothing but solid, positive response, and that's where we're getting a lot of donations or buying benches in remembrance of people and stuff like that. So it's really an awesome project. I know everybody's going to love it. And it's great working in conjunction with the city to maintain it.
Well, we certainly appreciate your time and your efforts and your talents for this project. Now I'd like Kirk Chaisson, our Parks Department, our Parks Director, to actually go over some of the specifics of the layouts of the park and the plans of what we plan to do to get this ground looking fine.
What we have here at the site, we have about a 1 acre piece of property that was never being used. Back in the late 70s and early 80s, it was used briefly as a dog pound, which we find ironic that we can revitalize a place that had so many bad memories. What we're standing on right now is actually a piece of concrete that was used as the pound. We plan on utilizing this as a wash station, so that may be named in memorial of that. But what we have here, we're going to have 12 off-street parking places, and then we're going to have a 20 by 30 open-air pavilion that will be used for both sides. What we're going to have is a small dog area that will be 120 feet wide by 90 feet deep, and then we're going to have a large dog area that will be 120 feet wide and 175 feet deep. We're also going to be utilizing some old fire hydrants that were broken. We're going to repaint them, put them out for the animals. Neal has been so gracious to kind of take the lead in doing some benches, doing some promotion on the benches. So we're going to use 12 benches in both areas that will have promoting of local businesses and other things like that. And that is sold out already. And that just shows what Neal has already said, how people have just jumped to this. They're attracted to it. The animal lovers. We didn't realize there were that many in the city of Thibodaux that needed this. So you know, we're going to get some site work done probably in the next couple of weeks or so. You'll probably see some of that starting to move. We'll bring in some more dirt, get that going, put up some fencing, pour some concrete, get the pavilion working, and like Neal says, hopefully in the next 3 to 5 months, it'll be open and ready to go.
Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned to our website and our newsletter for all our future updates for the progression of our park. If you want to have any ideas or comments, call our recreation office at any time. We'd love to hear from the community. If you want to view the rendition, stop by Bubba's 2 Poboys and see Mr. Neal Swanner. Neal, any closing remarks?
Only, Kevin, that a lot of people have been putting a lot of interest into this dog park, financial and volunteering work and everything. So if anybody has some input or they want to come by and help us with anything, just feel free to call you or call me, Neal, at Bubba's 2 Poboys.
Great.
And we appreciate everything the city's doing for us too. So I think it's going to be a win-win situation.
Thank you once again.